So regarding transformation, I just was telling how things can change. I want to share to you about something which happened in our lives. Like, we see evil everywhere. Though we see evil everywhere, though we see problems everywhere, like how problematic Haman was to the Jewish community, there are so many things which makes us upset. Like in the society, if you see, there'll be prostitution, we can see people suffering, innocent people suffering, child trafficking and all that. How can we transform? Like, these are some severe threats, I would say, in the society. So years back when we were in Calcutta, we were there like a decade or so, we were into all kinds of ministry, like all kinds of prayer, all kinds of ministry. We wanted to see to that somehow we will be able to do something in the society. So we were looking forward to opportunities, and we grabbed any opportunity that came on our way. So we were basically working in a seminary that is close to the airport there in Calcutta, but we were working among the slum community that God so strategically put around our seminary campus. So we used to walk into those houses and do prayer walks and try to do anything useful for the people there. So there was one particular community called Warans who were living in a slum called Bodoganti. This was a tribal slum who had migrated to city of Kolkata, and they had a big group, a big slum full of this particular community people. And so whenever we used to go to the people there, we used to find so many upsetting things. All of a sudden, a young girl would disappear, and they would say, this girl has gone to Delhi. Someone has invited, and so the mothers and the parents would almost sell the girls to places like Delhi. So we used to hear such news. This was like in the early 90s. We were there, and so much of difficult news to grapple, and we would try to stop these things happening. And one another rampant thing was child labor. So we would see small children, they would not go to schools. And one such boy is the one whom I'm pointing here with the arrow mark here. And this boy was a small kid then, and he used to run around the slum. But when we asked why he is not going to school, he would say he's working in a local tea shop as a helper, a small boy. It's child abuse, firstly, to employ a child. And more than that, this little child was used to carry drugs. And they used to send him to places to carry drugs. So this is all very bad things, and it upset us so much. So God so led in our lives that we were able to cater to such children in the form of a happy home, which we called a happy home. And children such as this, and children from the prostitute red light area in the city of Calcutta, many such children were brought into a home, and we were able to cater to children like this. This guy's name is Kokon, and he is one of those many children whom we tried to retrieve. And lo and behold, he started to shine in his life. Immediately after coming to the home, happy home, he started to study well, and he topped in all the subjects. He was a state football player even in those days. And slowly and steadily he came up in life. And we had to move away from Calcutta after some years. We moved to various places in India. And some years back, all of a sudden, I heard through messenger and news, hello, ma'am, this is Kukun Sardar. It was a shock for me because I lost in touch with these people after we moved out of the place. And here he said, ma'am, I finished BA honors now, and I'm working in a reputed firm in the city of Kolkata. I'm still a believer, and he is happy that he's able to earn a lot, and he's able to bless his community back. What a beautiful transformation.